The typical school day consists of 4 classes. Students wake up and repeat the same routine every day. Some find themselves searching for a connection, searching for nature, searching for freedom, until
a red S.O.L.E 2025!
As a teacher, why are the first 3 days of S.O.L.E so important? The first 3 days are so important for S.O.L.E each and every year because it allows students to find themselves and find each other, to do so authentically, to do so with humor, and we're able to break boundaries and barriers because the first 3 days, it's about operating in a really safe environment where we have an opportunity to feel safe with our mind, our body, and our spirit, to be able to engage in a bunch of super fun and interactive activities that really have us reflect about the things that we do, the ways in which we communicate and interact with each other.
Do what I say what I say. Ready? Jump out. Jump out. Jump in. Jump in. Jump left. Jump left. Jump right. Jump right. Jump out. Jump out. Jump in. Jump in. Jump in. Jump in. Jump out. Jump out. Jump left. Jump left. Jump right. Jump right.
I think this year's group has the potential to be amazing. I love how individualistic each person is, but what I love the most is how empathetic and caring people are, and also being really open to the learning. Because it doesn't matter what I say or what Marissa says, really people have to be open and accepting. And when people are open and accepting about the process, then that's where great things can happen. And I can't wait to continue learning from this group and watching them grow together. It's going to be an incredible year.
When I first walked in, I was like really nervous because I'm like, oh, I'm like just gonna let all these kids down, gonna leave them in like 2 days or something. There's this one game though that like really, kind of switched, my attitude about everything. And I think it was the amoeba fence.
You're back and you just turn around. I know.
Touch your rope.
Oh, the hat. Maybe try holding both Michaela's and
Someone's got to always stay in contact with Dante on that side.
Dante, I love you. Please. Oh!
You had to get really kind of close and personal there. I was like lifting everyone over the rope, and I think that kind of like brought us all pretty close.
Other side, other side.
So who are we sending over first?
Is someone going to go over there now? The biggest one.
Just proud to see. You drop it on your feet.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Don't kill me, guys. Yeah, we gotta back up. Ready, guys?
When I finally got to the other side, you could see like just how accomplished everyone felt, and like it was really cool seeing everyone all work together.
The first 3 days leading up to S.O.L.E, I was feeling a little nervous, but I was also pretty excited. I was looking forward to it. So I'm glad I made the right choice. Throughout the semester, I'd like to improve on my people skills and talking to people, and improve my self-confidence.
Bihi. I'm 16 years old, soon to be 17. I think this class is different by other classes. Even when you walk in, you can see all the pictures, the colors. It's so colorful. You can just feel the vibe so much different. There's such a strong, good vibe and a good connection between all the people in our class. There's so many life skills to learn in S.O.L.E, like first aid, and also just kind of your own mental health and things that you should know and how to grow as a human.
I chose S.O.L.E because I always kind of felt that curriculum-wise, our school wasn't built to teach kids how to live their life and how to have a future. I always kind of thought that it was destined to make everyone feel very number-like and very linear. It was made to feel people like they weren't unique and they had to do everything the same way, which I totally disagree with. So S.O.L.E and me, Mr. Dubois, and all these people in my class, it's a fun way to experience the fact that everyone is unique and that everyone brings different interests and accomplishments to the table that school would necessarily push down compared to this classroom. I really want to build a really good base with the people in my class, and I really want to make lifetime friends and really find myself in doing that. I want people to see how unique I am, and I want to find people who will enjoy all the different parts of me and enjoy all the different parts of them.
My name is Alyssa Stoles. My age is 16, and my special interest at the moment would probably be poetry because it's always been something really special to me and endearing, and I feel like I can express myself in a way on paper that I can't always say in person. So I chose S.O.L.E because, I don't know, I've seen a lot of experiences with my sister in S.O.L.E, and it really intrigued me. And I was kind of a little bored with how my life is going with school, so I felt like it would be something to spice up my life a little bit. And I want to like create a really connected, strong group of friends, and I think that will happen in S.O.L.E. The first 3 days really proved that I'm like, I could trust these people with my life. Like they are like the best people that I've met so far. I just gotta openly say it. I feel like this class is like a more mature kindergarten classroom because we get to do so many fun challenges with everyone, and it just brings me back to those core memories of kindergarten. And it's also a different way of showing someone's intelligence that's not on paper. And I kind of like that we get to show our different skills that is in like everyday life, that it's not about the grades, you know?
My name's Savannah. I'm 17, 18 in like a day. And my special interest or hobby is cooking. A lot of my high school career, I have struggled with not getting along with people and definitely jumping to judging people before I get to know them. So I was looking for a class that kind of helps me with that leadership of kind of seeing the good in people and not the bad, and especially if I don't like things, you know, kind of accepting them for who they are and not what I don't like. Something I'd like to improve is speaking up more when I feel like I know or like have a good opinion on something. Like even when we're doing group activities, sometimes I'll think I'll, you know, have a possible answer, but I'm too scared to speak up because I don't want to be wrong, or like I think someone else might kind of have a better answer, so I don't want to step in on what they're already kind of talking about. And I feel like sometimes I need to validate my own opinions and thoughts a lot more. I want to make like long-lasting friendships. I feel like that'll be very important. We're spending every day for hours together, and we're going on camping trips and whatnot together. Like we're gonna see each other struggle and grow a lot, and I feel like it's super important that we like keep those connections going forward, like, and we can see each other accomplish like bigger things in life and go forward, become actual adults and whatnot. I feel like we're all on a kind of journey of like finding ourselves, and it's the start of a great chapter.
My name is Henry. I like to play basketball, hockey, and I really enjoy being in the outdoors. I had classes with Mr. Duroy, and I really did enjoy his teaching, and when he talked to me about S.O.L.E, I seemed like really interested in like what it was, and I wanted to experience a whole like different way of learning in the class. I also, for the future, I want to be in environmental sciences, so I thought this class would really help me for my future. I think I would like to improve my like leadership, because I know that this class really helps that, and if I could become a better leader, it'd be really good for me. I also want to accomplish all the certificates in S.O.L.E. I think I'm gonna do all of them. When I first came in the class, I knew 2 people in the class, so it was hard. I didn't know anybody. I didn't really want to talk to anybody. It just wasn't there for the first day, but after some of those icebreaker games and getting to know everybody, I started to enjoy everybody. I think everybody was a great person, and I think we're gonna become a really good set of people, and this year is gonna be really good.
Hi, my name is Michaela Legault. I'm 17 years old and my special interest is doing nails. I chose S.O.L.E because I wanted to put myself out there because I was diagnosed with social anxiety when I was younger, and I really had a hard time putting myself out there, meeting new people, and doing the things I liked because I was scared of what other people thought. I'd really like to improve on my speaking skills and my ability to make more friends, try new things. Anything challenging, I just want to try and get those challenges over with and just be proud that I accomplished them.
My name's Kyra, I'm 16 years old, and I love to play hockey. It's definitely my main hobby. It consumes a lot of my winter and even some of my summer. I chose S.O.L.E just because it's something different than sitting in the classroom all day. I wanted something new, I wanted to challenge myself. I also like to be active, so it was a good way. We're always up and moving. Something I like to improve and accomplish during S.O.L.E is my confidence, especially around people my own age. I feel like that's mainly what we focus on. I went to bed the night before day 1 of S.O.L.E, super excited and ready to wake up, but as the morning came, I was definitely a little nervous. You didn't know what to expect. You're walking into a new classroom. I knew of a lot of people. I knew most of the people from previous classes, but not really people that I've ever interacted with or were friends with. So I walked in the door, we all sat in a circle. It was a little nerve-wracking, but definitely quick. The ice was broke quickly. We got right to it, started playing icebreaker games. We went around the circle, learning everyone's names. So it definitely broke the nervousness I had, and definitely by day 3, my confidence and stuff really improved, and it's a welcoming environment, so.
Hi, my name's Cadence. My age is 17, and some of my hobbies, I'd say I like drawing. Something I would like to improve is becoming better at answering things on the spot or doing things or in a presentation, because I tend to trip over my words and overthink a lot. So just from the second I walked into the classroom, it didn't have it just felt free. I didn't feel constricted to my desk. I felt like I could talk to people and not get in trouble for it. I felt like I could just freely be myself, be open. And I also felt a burning feeling of wanting to do better in my life and wanting to help the people around me and just be involved with the community. Because before, I did not care about anything. I did not want to be here. I did not want to have anything to do with this place. But now I think it will be a lot better.
My name is Dante Celebre. I am 16 years old, and my special interest or hobby right now, I'd probably say, is sports. I like sports. The reason I chose S.O.L.E was because I wanted to try something different. I've always heard about it. My dad's a guidance counselor here, so he'd always talk about it. He'd always tell me it was a good opportunity. And then when Mr. Dubroy came into our math class to do a presentation, I thought that was awesome. And all the things he showed me, it was a cool presentation. And I was really interested. Something I'd like to accomplish in S.O.L.E is maybe, I've never really camped before. So maybe start a fire or something. I think that'd be a cool goal. It's probably not that hard. Maybe it is, I don't know. So what I like about S.O.L.E is that it's the whole day, so I'm around the same people all day. The other thing I feel is it's more welcoming, so I feel like I'm able to say what I want to say and no one's really gonna judge me for it. I like that, and then I like that we get to go outside, because maybe other than gym, I never really get to go outside during school. That's pretty cool.
My name is Ali, and my hobbies consist of mainly sports. I like basketball, volleyball, football, really any sport. I chose S.O.L.E because it's an outdoor program, and I think it's a really good lesson for me to learn how to improve on a lot of my social skills. And I think it would be a really good opportunity to make new connections and learn new environmental outdoor skills. And I really like Mr. Dubois, so I thought it'd be a really fun class. I probably want to improve my listening skills and learn how to become a better speaker in front of the camera and people. I get really nervous and shaky, and so I really want to learn how to improve that.
My name is Evan Renette. I am 18 years old, and my hobbies and interests are videography. I'm a big guy for that. It's one of my favorite pastimes out of school. And I also enjoy cross-country skiing and downhill skiing. I chose S.O.L.E because it gave me a great opportunity to learn in a different style, and it was very different from anything like math and science. I'd like to accomplish being a better leader and learn new strategies to help me communicate and demonstrate new things.
My name's Parker Weller. I'm 16, grade 11, and my special interest is probably football. Play football. I chose S.O.L.E because initially my mom introduced it to me. Love you, Mom. And I heard the benefits of it, and it's a new way of learning. In S.O.L.E, I'd like to improve my presenting skills because I usually get pretty nervous, don't want to do it. On the second day, our bond already was just so strong. I really connected with the people here. You know, Mr. Dubois is amazing. By the third day, I knew this is where I needed to be.
So I was asked, wait, I need to remember the question.
Why would you want to come back? What motivated you to come back and help us?
Honestly, it was less of me fighting to be in this position. I did want to come back, but it was more so that it found me. I didn't really know what I was going to do second semester, and then the opportunity opened up for me to be here again, and it was kind of just almost the universe telling me that there was still lessons that I needed to learn from S.O.L.E and maybe lessons that I could teach. So I feel like that's why I'm here again and in this position that I'm in right now.
The Winter Carnival at O.L.F was our first kind of big community group activity that we did. It was the first opportunity that we had to show off our leadership skills that we had been working on.
Oi, mates! Who's gonna find me treasure? Look, I think there's a treasure, a piece of gold right there.
I think that the kids were really engaged. They loved the costumes, especially Parker's Hulk costume. They enjoyed the activities for sure. I found that the younger kids enjoyed them a lot more than the grade 8s. They were kind of the leaders for the younger grades, and then we were there to guide everyone and guide them through these different activities. Leading up to the day, we focused so much on it. We would go outside, we would practice the activities with our groups, we'd go to our different stations. We would also show our leadership skills running that station at O.L.F. That was kind of our way of practicing it and developing those leadership skills to show them off for the community event. By doing the Winter Carnival at O.L.F, we kind of developed relationships with a lot of the students, especially the grade 8s, because they were the next leaders below us. And it was cool. My group for grade 8 presentations went to O.L.F. It was cool to recognize those faces, still make those connections, because for the grade 11s in S.O.L E, we'll be able to make those connections with those kids in the hallway next year. It was also cool when they came yesterday for Bear Day.
Welcome.
Morning everyone, this is the S.O.L E classroom, and we're so glad we get to spend some time with you guys this morning. We're going to play a game called Tower of Power. So we have a bag of blocks, they're all different shapes and sizes. You're each going to get a pile of blocks, and you want to build a tower as high as you can in a certain amount of time. There's going to be 2 people measuring if they want to wave their hands. and you can ask them to measure whenever. It doesn't matter, but you want to keep getting measurements in case your tower falls, because even if it falls, the measurement that you got still counts. And you can only touch your blocks. So if the tower's starting to lean, you can only fix your blocks that you've placed on the tower. We played Tower of Power with them. It was the same, we saw the same competitiveness as we did at the grade 8 presentation, as well as the carnival. And it's just kind of cool, like some of them, like we remember their names.
So in order to get to some of the amazing places that we got to experience, we obviously had to fundraise some money to get here because it is a lot of work and effort to get here, and it would be a lot out of our pocket. So gracious from our friends at Bella Hill, we got another year out of their supply, and we were able to fundraise enough money to make it to our Killarney trip and for our Restoil trip. And it was just such a gracious time for them because we ordered quite a lot of maple syrup from them, and I know that this is one of their last years before retirement. So for a great thank you, I decided to make them a chair. We all came together with a shop class at S.O.L.E, and we made this beautiful Muskoka chair. And then I painted the back of the chair just for like their Bella Hill crest, and it looked really cool at the end. I think they're really appreciative of it. And just because time kind of didn't work well, we didn't get to put on a S.O.L.E label at the back, but I know that they're going to bring it back to us, and we're going to be able to put our mark on the chair and really show that we are the 2025 S.O.L year that sold the most maple syrup bottles. We beat the record by a lot.
Merci. Before you guys are done, grab that box. We're
not done yet.
Exactly. I mean, why don't you want to more stuff?
Chocolate milk?
Yeah. Are you guys ready?
No.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I actually feel like a lot of the names. I feel like a lot of the names are full. Like Kaylin is pretty easy. All packed up. How you feeling, Porter?
Dialed in.
Oh. Grab anything if it's yours or not. Bring it up. No, me too. Very good. It's so garbage.
Expedition is making a tea in the morning. And the reason why that's important to me is that I really get all the work that's required to make a cup of tea on an expedition. Okay? You need to, first of all, have to know how to do that. But you have to go gather the firewood, and you have to make a fire, and you need to get the water down from the lake and physically gather that water. It doesn't come out of the top. And there's a really mindful kind of magic part to that. When I have a cup of tea on a trip and I drink that first taste of a cup of tea, it tastes really different to me. Because I know that all of my hard work and the skills that people gave me decades ago are what made that cup of tea happen. Okay? And so I hope you'll pay attention to those moments because I think they're really magical. But they also create an appreciation for all those things every day that we kind of just get in the habit of making a cup of tea, throwing the tap on, kettle goes, we go do something else, we come back and it's done. Right? So
for Mr. Dubroy and I, this is home back here. So have a look. Forgetting you came in on the bus, you didn't see this before. Spur. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so there's a nice spur there. And we got our hilltop over there, and there's a valley back in there.
Big spur.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Like right next to the lake, it just goes right up. Okay, so if I can get you to dial up 134 degrees, please. 134 degrees.
Hitting us with the 34s.
So 34s. So you're going to dial 134 on your compass to your direction of travel arrow. Turn your whole body nice and flat in your hands until you are facing in the direction of 134 degrees.
So I think the trip at Limberlost was really great for all of us because we all got to connect on a deeper level. We're all sitting around the couches at night and we had a really emotional, deep conversations. There were some tears, some laughs, we told stories, and I think that all just brought us together really close, like we were just a little family. And that was one of my favorite trips. We got to learn how to do knots, how to map, read a compass, and Tony was a really great help with that. He's like our wizard in this class, and I just think overall that trip was really amazing because that's the trip where we all really connected, and it was great.
This knot is handy to keep in your pocket in case you ever need to rob a bank. Saw you right away. Great escape.
I feel like at the start, Mr. Dubroy was like, oh, everyone's gonna become so close. And I'm like, it seems a little cliche, but like it really did. Like all the activities and stuff we did really did just get us close and feeling like a family. I think like all of it was so good. Like there were some parts I thought wouldn't be good, but I think playing cards was really fun.
So get where you can see, please. And really pay attention. You guys have to show this on trip to get your cert. Here's what my dad taught me, okay? My dad taught me this. It has never failed to get me a good fire, okay? So it's a combination of things. Watch what I'm gonna do. Okay? I'm gonna start by building a raft. Okay? Everybody saw what happened with the teepee. Teepee's up here. You're just, maybe it got going. Maybe you're like, yeah, it's going. And how many teepee fires have you watched someone else do and it goes dunk, dunk, dunk. And then it's like, fire's gone, right? It gets smothered. So what I like to do is this. I build my little raft and then I take something and I build a prop. And I build that prop because this is gonna take 20 minutes to burn through. And I'm gonna prop it up like this. And I'm gonna prop it up like that. And I'm gonna prop it up like that. And I've basically made a home for my fire to be in. So I'm gonna make a little carpet here for my fire to get nested on. And then I'm gonna get my broom so somebody can bring some broom over. Okay. That's a good broom bundle. And just gonna kind of trim things up here a little bit. And then I'm gonna need some of the best. So if people can come pick through and get me the driest, thinnest birch bark you can find in there.
He knows.
Okay. And then this is what we're gonna do with it. Everybody watching? You're gonna open it up and you're gonna make a broom sandwich. I'm gonna take a little mittful of this. I'm gonna spread it out like that so that it has a little bit of air in it, some fluffiness. You don't want it to be all jammed together. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go like this. You're gonna put it in here. You guys are gonna get where you're gonna see because it's gonna go quickly. And we're gonna try to catch that birch bark on the...
The birch bark?
Yeah, you're gonna shoot it on the milkweed. So aim the thing down at the milkweed and I'm gonna see if I can catch it.
Nice.
Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it like this and let it burn up. Okay, you see how it's going? Then I'm gonna put this on it real quick.
The biggest thing, see how I'm gonna keep pressure on it without burning my fingers? The biggest thing is I watch people go and they go 1 stick and 2 sticks. Watch this, watch this. The whole thing like that. I'm not burning my fingers, I'm not smothering it.
This trip has definitely affected how I've seen nature and myself, just from the many experiences we've had with Tony teaching us many things about maps and how to properly understand what is going on around us that lots of people would miss. Then from yesterday, I was just looking around, like he was saying, so you miss lots of things that you pass by, and I saw something that looked familiar, and we did a charm assignment at the start of the semester, basically just talking about how this charm could reflect to yourself. And I found a tree that looked the exact same as my charm and looked like a wisdom tree. So just thought it was interesting to see that, and I could have missed it so easily if I didn't look around. I think my favorite memory from being here in Limberlost is being in a tent with 2 of the other guys, Porter and Parker, just because I've learned so much more things about them, and lots of others wouldn't even know about it because they took the rooms inside, and I just felt a deeper connection being able to be with them instead of staying in a room. And then it also gave me some experience too.
So my favorite memory from being at the cabin was probably my debrief activity that we did. We did kind of like a tarot card reading, but more tailored to every person's characteristics, and we really just kind of let the cards speak for each other. And even though I was running it, and this could be very biased, I think that there was so much calm energy in the room that I could sense, and there was just so much love and respect and just like all around gratitude with each and every person. And then the cards that I pulled for every person were so perfect, and it was just such a beautiful raw experience and moment that like we just don't do in our everyday world. We don't take a minute and actually reflect on our own gifts that the cards might have pulled for us, or just something that we needed to hear. And it was just such a beautiful, safe space being in a cabin that was also just felt so old and like comforting, and like it was like grabbing us and telling us it was okay to be emotionally raw here, which I think was a really cool experience. Then we all went for dinner, and we all had dinners together, and it just really bonded us, I think, that much more.
If you don't mind, Henry, would you do the honors for our last time in the cabin?
So first, I would like to thank everybody for putting the hard work and being able to raise the money to get us here. I would like to thank Mr. Dubrick for all the stuff he did behind the scenes to also get us here. Mr. Tony, the White Wizard, he taught me a lot of valuable skills, and us for the maps and everything. I'm grateful he did, because I've not understood all any of that. Now I do, so I'm grateful for that. Miss Eagle, she cooked a lot of amazing food. I really enjoyed it all. We also got. I'm also very thankful for this very sunny day we had today. The last 2 days were pretty cold and no sun, and it felt nice to finally get out in the sun. I hope to go back out there, which we will. Grateful for that. And I hope everybody has a great meal today. Enjoy your food, and thank you, God.
Thank you.
I'm going to get everyone in silence to have a look and find a spot. It doesn't matter at what end, but think about what you want to leave behind and what you want to move forward. So let's just do that in silence, okay?
If you could go back in time before starting this class, what pieces of advice would you give yourself?
One thing I would tell myself is that I should not look at the people in this class when I first walked in and think I've never met these people, and just be a little bit more open-minded. I feel like at the start I sort of levitated towards my friends. I found especially this trip I've made bonds with almost everybody. I got to talk to everybody. At the start, I wasn't talking to everybody. I got a bit out of my comfort zone, but I would tell myself to get more, talk to more people.
My favorite part of this trip so far has been definitely making fun of Parker's bio. So yesterday we were on a walk looking at the pretty sky, and Marissa made a really funny joke about it, about how it's gonna live longer than the rest of us, and Parker walked away. Mr. Dubroy was really worried and was like, he kind of confused where Parker went, and for a split second we felt bad, but not a second after that. Porter thought it was really funny, and yeah, I think also another part of this trip that was definitely one of my favorites is playing bullshit, or as we like to call it, bullfish, when we're not supposed to be playing it. So, and I've won every game, so.
So before we could go on our trip, we did have to prepare for safety reasons and everything. So we did our swim test first, of course, before we went in any canoe. And then we also did our first aid. We were lucky enough to get our wilderness advanced first aid taught by a guy named Jim. He was really kind. It was such a great experience. He taught us kind of just how to assess a scene, and then he also taught us how to do CPR. And just like if anyone has an injury or like a broken leg, how to tie a splint, and just all the basics we kind of need just to survive out here, and like if we can't get help right away and everything. And it was really fun. I feel like it was really like good to know, and like I've already taken standard first aid, and I felt like it just was another level. I was very happy to learn. I think everyone was really happy to learn, and now we know how to be safe, and we can also, if anything does by chance happen, how to fix it. It was just such a fun experience. I think Hannah got all wrapped up in it, and yeah, we got to use makeup and everything, and yeah, I would do it again.
We had to do some prep by portaging around our school and suitcasing the canoes, have them on our shoulders, carrying the barrels all the way around like 4 or 5 times. And I think, although it sounds like a little weird, like it really did help us, because we could get our forms or whatever like down for those kind of things and know how to do it efficiently and properly. It was really fun just seeing everyone waddle around with the barrels around the school. I think it was something that we needed to do, and it was good that we did it.
Got my rain gear, my water, my drone, my towel, some pants, sweater, shirt, sleep stuff, socks, underwear.
Thank you. I could not do that as a kid.
I like it. Parker was getting close.
Tent's looking good. Thank you.
Feeling of being in nature instead of in a classroom, I'd say is way better because, I don't know, I just get tired more in class and just don't feel like doing much. And I feel like trapped in the class for like a lot of hours. It just goes by slow and it's annoying. And being out here, I just have a good time all the time, not stuck in a box all day, and just enjoying nature and being able to learn from nature is just way better, I think. My thoughts first was, I thought I was gonna be not that good of a paddler, but after a few days of practicing, I think I'd say I got pretty good at it and we were moving pretty well. And another thing I said, I thought it was gonna be a pretty easy portage, but it sucked. My shoulders hurt, it was heavy, and I was full of myself to think it would have been easy, because it wasn't, so yeah.
Coming to this trip, I really felt like I was gonna have a lot of fun in the canoe. I did, but I kind of struggled. Right off the bat, I thought it was gonna be good because I kayak a lot, but it's not really the same. So I was spinning the boat a bit, kind of time to learn, but it was fun, but it's hard. You really have to be patient with yourself and learn to let yourself learn. Learning out here compared to in the S.O.L.E classroom is kind of similar but very different. In the S.O.L.E class we talk about what to do and what we're going to be learning and kind of the mindset that you have to be in. But when you're actually out here, you kind of have to be in the right mindset. These bugs, you have to be in the right mindset, and in the canoe you have to really be patient with yourself, really be in the right mindset to actually do the things that you need to do, because if you're not in the right mindset, you're not going to be able to push yourself through what you want to do.
I'd say one of the most fun parts of the trip was when we were on the portage today and we just got in the water and being able to see the fire tower from down below where we were looking from the day before when we were going on the hike, and being able to see where we were rather than where we were looking. On the way back from the hike today, we stopped at a little spot just to have a little nice sit down, just relax by Stormy Lake back there. And on the way back, Porter spotted a barn owl, pointed out to Mr. Dubois, and everyone just got to see it. And I thought it was pretty cool, because I've never seen an owl personally. So being able to see that for the first time, I was like, that's pretty cool to see.
Rhythm of a musician and the heart of a poet. Whether she's chasing goals on the field or strumming out lyrics, she's driven by a strong sense of justice and fairness that runs deep. With a natural rhythm to her step and a fire for what's right, Allie makes sure her actions speak louder than words. Allie's nickname is Songbird, because she's got sweet, unstoppable flow, always singing her own tune and standing up for what matters.
And she does her little bird call.
With empathy in one hand and courage in the other, this person lights the way toward a just and better world. Her presence warms, empowers, and reminds others that standing up matters. She doesn't just hope for change, she plugs it in, flips the switch, calls it out, and ends the moment with a mic drop. Olivia, your name is mic drop. She's a crazy good cook, always cooking up something amazing, and the heart and soul of every room she's in. Loving, aware, giving, thoughtful. She's the friend who knows what you need before you even ask. She's got the perfect balance of warmth and wisdom. And don't even get me started on her food, because when she's cooking, she serves up more than just flavor, so that his nickname is Saucy. He's funny, without even trying, loyal like a golden retriever, and full of heart in a way that sneaks up on you. This person brings people together with laughter, love, that effortlessly cool vibe that somehow makes everything just better. He's like the quiet spark that sets off the whole fireworks show, unexpectedly inspiring and totally unforgettable. Yeah, he's basically the galaxy's coolest guy. This is Porter, and he's my favorite starboard. Eyes like a hawk, always watching, always knowing. He's the quiet leader who's got your back without you even realizing it. Working hard when it counts and loyal like a secret weapon. Cool, observant, and with that I see everything vibe, Hawkeye, always on guard, never missing a beat. And yes, that's Parker, aka your personal sniper of greatness. She has a heart wide open to the world, always embracing the good and finding the silver lining in everything. A natural leader. She doesn't follow the path, she makes it. With unstoppable creativity and a drive that can't be matched, she carves her way forward, spreading positivity and good vibes, and his nickname is Dozer. Because when she's on a mission, nothing stands in her way, and the energy around her just gets better to Dozer.
Star-Lord and Dozer.
Lighting up the room without needing the spotlight. Whether he's leading, backing up the crew, or just making everything feel like a vibe, you can't help but notice when he's around. Thoughtful, powerful, and always switched on. This is Dante, and yep, his nickname is Watson, pun intended, because he's the one who keeps everything running without ever missing a beat. Dante and Watson. Like the North Star, steady, bright, and guiding, she sees the light in others and wants the best for them, always encouraging with a heart full of hope. At the same time, she's courageously following her own path, trusting her own compass to lead her towards greatness. Her quiet strength and vision make her a true inspiration to those around her. Cadence, your nickname is North Star. When the sassy side turns up, your nickname changes to Sky Boss.
Sky Boss?
You have two.
Bacon and eggs.
She does it for you, Porter.
What do you want? Tell me when. You want some cheese?
Oh my God,
This way.
Credits to the chefs.
Let me give you one more.
You want cheese? No problem, Porter.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for cooking.
How are the bugs, guys? How are the bugs?
They're pretty bad today, but of course I have my bug net on, so
like usual, so I'm not getting that attack.
They are worse than bad. I'm literally being swarmed, and we're literally in the wind, so.
This is the one that tried to wear no bug net.
I tried, and then Mr. Duber was like, nope, enough, Kyra. He made me go sit in his car and put it on. So, it's okay. How's your apple?
It was good. I'm basically done now.
You know it.
Get over.
I think this.
All right, here we go. For some of you,
Wait.
Who?
Sam's coming.
Sam.
Where is he? Run, Sam.
All right.
Dog.
Hey.
Shut up. Oh yeah, wait. I don't think I can see with my bug now. You're so terrible. Sorry. Sorry. Oh! I'm never. Damn.
No, but in the second time.
You just gotta put this one in. You have to prepare for
So me, Porter, and Olivia all did the greenhouse as our final project. It was really exciting because we got to give back to the community through doing it. Not only did we get to plant and have fun outside, go to burrows together like little family and go shopping, but we also get to plant food and grow it and eventually get to donate it to homeless people. We've got some tulips in
Ward
this back
tulips.
area. We've got some blueberries. Actually,
Something like blueberries.
over here, moving forward.
We got our tomatoes.
Lovely tomatoes for days. Moving on, some cucumbers. Not looking the best, but you know,
They're trying to grow on the
we're
side.
praying. We've got some chives.
Ooh.
These are doing great.
So.
We'll take some rice. We've got peppers galore.
Spicy, unspicy, sweet peppers.
These are probably doing the best right about now. Moving along. Gotta hike up a bit of a hill. Got Parker's bird feeder holder. I've got a bush.
Our
planted.
goat's beard.
Goat beard bush.
Good for bees and butterflies.
Got Porter plucking.
Hi, Porter.
Picking up nature's trash.
And these are butterfly helpers.
So it's nice knowing that like the work we're doing isn't only supporting us and like our group, but also outside people that are also part of our community and all kind of contribute to make us what we really are. Another thing we kind of implemented into the greenhouse/garden this year was we tried to get a lot of like native plants to the area so that we could help support some wildlife in the area like butterflies, bees, birds, and whatnot. Just because it's a big part of our program, like giving back to the community, the wildlife around us. It's really good to just support our community in every way possible and not just be thinking about ourselves. Selfish human beings.
So I'm talking about garbage. Okay. For my final project, my project was garbage cleanup around our school. Keep it safe today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our vests on the whole time, keep our visibility up. If we see any sharps on the ground, we're gonna let Mr. Dubroy pick it up, and I have a sharps bag in my bag, so just let me or him or both of us know. All right?
So,
don't jump in front of traffic.
Yes, I really appreciate that, folks. You know, eventually your time will be to no longer be on the planet. Let's not make today that day.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It got delayed a lot, so it was supposed to happen like 2 months before it did. Just stuff kept happening because we were really busy. This year we did a lot of community service, but we did find a lot of garbage this time. We found a lamp. I think that was really cool. We uncovered a lamp. And we had a lot of waves. I liked how much people appreciated us. We had a lot of people run on their windows, say good job. Got a lot of honks, fist bumps, stuff like that. So I think it was really good for our community.
So for me and Michaela's final project, we did crafts with the LAC class. And it was really fun and inspiring because we weren't trying to make it feel stressed or overwhelming for them. We were just trying to make it feel like they were a part of the school and they got to feel like welcomed and loved, and we just really wanted to make it a special moment with them without any stress, and I think we absolutely did that. Our whole S.O.L.E class even joined in. We all worked together to make it an amazing experience for them, and it turned out really well, and I think me and Michaela are both really proud of our experience for the project.
Just wanted to comment on how beautiful he is doing with the students around him. That's not typical for him. He's very calm and he's on task. This is beautiful.
What does he normally do?
Kind of that. Typically he would be stressed with people he doesn't know, but he's sitting lovely with your classmates.
It's incredible to think that this is our kind of our last big journey. I'm really excited for this to take place and can't wait for everyone's learning and for everyone to hang out and do some epic things in epic places. Really looking forward to it.
Look, another cutting board. Is that a cutting board?
I feel like we should put the cucumber on there and then
Ray would hate that.
we're counting his crash outs, okay? We have a plan to count the crash outs. We're at 0 right now.
No, I counted one.
When? When?
At least that's my experience.
Chop, 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 Kara.
Okay, I know if you wanna
Tortilla.
Currently portaging our bags. First round portage. How are we feeling, Olivia? 20 steps about. Cute view. Cute view of the lake. So beautiful. Okay, biker queen.
It's incredible to be back here in Killarney. Every time I'm back here, it reminds me of how important really special places like this in the backcountry, in the wilderness, allows for us to become who we need to be and allows us to reset as people. Places like Killarney really bring out the best in ourselves and in each other. The dynamic out here, regardless of weather, regardless of bugs, regardless of all of that, allows for us to find the inner strength that we need and to find new learnings. And that's one of the best things that I love about being back out here.
There
you go.
5'4". Thank you.
Remember, if you hear the banjo, start running.
In our group, I've seen everybody change. Just every single person is a new version of themselves, done a lot of work on themselves. It's really nice to see. I see a lot more people having confidence, a lot more people in the group caring more, just giving it their all. It's really nice to see. So that's what I see in everyone else. In myself, I feel like a different person. When I look back, now I don't get stuck on things and I'm able to work through them. I'm more calm. I'm able to see how alive everything is and how much there is in life to offer. So I'm really grateful for that. For the first time in my life, I've had the most self-confidence I've ever had. I actually love myself for a change. It's really nice. Can't believe now I feel this way. I can't think of living a different way. Like living every day to the fullest and rather than just cruising along. So, yeah.
This trip I found that we did really well with the portaging. We were really locked in. People were carrying 2 bags at a time. Everyone got their hiking boots on in time. Everyone got in the water really quickly out of the boats. We got over a beaver dam. It was massive. I didn't think it would be that big, but it was actually a struggle, but we got through it. I did almost go under though in the water. I think I went shoulder deep in full clothes, but it's fine. But we did lock in and I got pulled out really quickly. So yeah, we were on our grind set this trip. Yeah, we were ready.
In that bag of rope, did it have smaller rope in it too? Like just to do taut line hitches with? Taut lines? Like small, and then there's a bag in the bag. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Get out. What's going on?
No! Okay, give me that. Just load it onto my back, okay? Okay.
Come on down to the lake where we get our clean drinking water. Such a beautiful sight. Who would prefer a tap over this? Am I right? Come on, guys. Straight in the water. Straight in the water. Okay. So you find like a clear spot somewhere. Ooh. Oh my God. Or you do the split. One of the two. Okay, we're gonna get in our dirty water bag and we just move it around, wait a couple seconds, whoop. Not gonna be full all the way the first time, you go back. There you go, there's your water. Okay, so now you come back from walking your 10 miles with your dirty water and you put it on the tree. Try not to spill. Okay, then you get your dirty water. You put it like that. And then, where's our clean water bag?
Right here.
Sash will show you the way, guys.
You just put it in so it's flat. Nice and just like that. And then do you want to do it?
Yep, let's wait for that. Ooh, so satisfying.
Make sure there's no kinks in it. There you go.
Beautiful.
And really give your hands an awesome clean. Okay? Doesn't that feel good?
Yes.
Throughout this class, I've definitely found myself a lot. At the beginning, I didn't really know like what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, who I wanted to hang out with. I feel like I was just overall very confused with life and just was very done with feeling like that. Like I wanted some clarity, I wanted that like love around me. I felt like I needed stability in my life and people around me who cared to make me feel like I should be pushing forward and like there was a reason to all this. And I think S.O.L.E really helped me kind of find that, especially through like meeting all these different people. They've all shown me like a new outlook on life in different ways, each and every person.
Chop chop.
No, other way.
Learning how to cook.
Watch your fingers. It's not that deep if it's perfect.
We don't need to. Well, they call me Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I feel like if I help, I'd.
Dante's a pro over here.
I guess. Still want to do the onion.
Look how fast it's going.
Wow. Try to do the other onion.
Or you can do the carrot.
I'm shedding a tear.
Yeah, it is. You literally get to chop it. I can do the carrot. Oh, then it might as well do the other. Oh,
that is
watch
first rodeo.
Your fingers. Slow down.
Like that.
Porter.
Porter guy.
Chill, bro.
I'll be like Gordon.
No, you're not Gordon.
I want
You need to practice to be Gordon.
Is it falling apart? Just fan of help.
Hold it and be slow. Take your time. You're not.
Bro, I was supposed to be on craft dinner duty. This is long.
Take your time, Porter.
So a year ago today, I was at this exact site doing a trip with Dubroy, but with a completely different group of people. And back then I was a student, and it was a lot different coming back as a different leadership role. It was a completely different perspective on the way that things are run. And I see a lot of my old group and all of the crew here. I see a lot of personalities that coincide with past people that I've seen. And it was really powerful for me to come here with a different perspective on things and sort of take a step back and observe it from a guide and a leadership perspective. And it was really powerful for me to come back to this place that I have all these memories with and be able to share that experience with other people. And yeah, it was very, very, very powerful for me. One of the differences that I noticed between the previous group and this one is, for one, experience. I noticed that in the previous group, a lot of the people that were on this trip last year had already gone on backcountry trips on their own personal time. Myself included. I've been doing this for as long as I've been alive, pretty much. And it was interesting to come back and see and realize that pretty much everyone here had never done anything like this before, and it was interesting to see how their reaction was to doing something like this for the first time. And what was surprising to me was how quickly everyone picked up the vibe of a trip like this and how quickly everyone assimilated into this sort of environment and this sort of vibe. And I was blown away by how much everyone helped each other out this week and how much everyone took initiative. And I didn't have to ask people to do much. I wasn't very involved as a guide because I didn't really need to be. Everyone seemed to know what needed to be done, and they were asking each other for help. And I didn't need to prompt many people to do certain things. Everyone was on top of each other, and they were ready to help out when needed. And that's something that I noticed was a bit more prominent with this group than the last group. There was a bit more guiding that needed to be done, despite the fact that last year people were more experienced, and most of the people here are not as experienced. But the assistance and the helping and the encouragement, for the most part, was profound, very profound, on things like the portages. And when things got tough, I could tell that when people noticed other people struggling, they immediately jumped in to help. And that wasn't something that I needed to facilitate, not something that any of the guides needed to facilitate, and that was something that all of us noticed, and it was very, very, very profound.
Just being at the crack was crazy. Like, just being able to see everything around you really like changes your perspective of where you are. Like, you see, like, you look around right now, you wouldn't expect to like think that you're around something so beautiful until you see it. and it was just like crazy. Like you could just feel like the different energy. Like everything felt like so like old. Like you were like grounded in there. Like it was an amazing spot to like take a nap. Like I took a nap on the rocks. It was kind of sore to sleep on, but it was really, really nice. Being like told that that's one of the oldest mountain ranges too, and it was like the size of Mount Everest was actually crazy. Like just looking at it and thinking about like how long those have been there is actually really insane.
S.O.L.E 2025! Woo! So we're on 192 right here on the lake. We're just starting our journey. We're going to work our way up, come around this island, and there's a beautiful bottleneck. Now we're going to work our way to a very up and down portage before we continue on to Balsam, and where we're going to stay for the next 2 nights.
I'll just grab it.
2025 S.O.L.E, Balsam Lake, Clarny.
David Lake. Henry David Thoreau. So gross.
Throughout our trips, I had to find inner peace. So like in S.O.L.E, you know, it was the bugs were really bad, and here the bugs are really bad. But I found my inner peace actually right in my pocket. My best friend keeps the bugs away. So yeah.
This is really a fun story, and I haven't really thought a lot about this in a bit. So, okay, I'm going to really bring this back a bit, which is really interesting, because there's some creator people in it, but you're also going to get a bit of a backstory that I don't think I necessarily share too freely either. I make all the decisions based on 7 people. I've done that every year. So I make my choices based on the 7 people that present themselves in a way that I'm going to make something work. So Evan rolled on the scene early on, and Evan couldn't do it, as you know, just because he had to figure out how to work with insulin and have for diabetes. So that was Soriev. It's not going to work out this year. And there was also Ali, who is on the tail end, and so was Porter. So it was the 3 of them. So we have 4 more to go. Here we go. So based on that, and then I look back on how I needed to continue this, short order Savannah's right there. So now Savannah's on the list, and because Savannah though kind of fought me on it a bit, which was interesting in the sense that it was an instant that would be interesting, but really disliked school so much that that was a tougher way to process it. So I'm really thankful that Savannah sorted that one out. So then after that, we've got Henry, who rolled in on the scene, so now we're at 6. So we've got 1 more that it worked out with, and that was you for 7. So based on the 7, I based every choice on the 7 of you. So I looked at your attributes and the things that you were, and how could they be counterbalanced? So where can we find the yin to your yang? How can we find ways to create a bit of balance in the room? And that's everyone else that you see right now.
Oh, well, he told us.
Last coffee of the trip. Oh my god, that's so sad. We're gonna buy this brand and just drink it together, just so that. I think I will. My eyeballs are so savor it, wrap the package. Yeah. Watch the master work. Yes. Oh.
Master has given Dobby a song. Master has given Dobby a song. Dobby is free.
Feeling aight?
Yeah.
Ready for a paddle, man?
Well, let's enjoy this incredible day together. You have your work cut out for you. You will earn your time on the water today. Mother Nature has told me so. We're going to paddle into a headwind at a cruising altitude of 0.26 feet. And we will be traveling at a speed that Mother Nature will tell us we're traveling at. Okay, so let's stay on our knees. Let's stay in it to win it. Let's take care of each other. Let's take care of ourselves, and let's make sure that we're paddling efficiently and well.
Amazing as always. Oh, you got to turn back on.
There ain't nothing on the bottom, okay, folks?
Yeah.
Muscles!
Yours, my brother.
My muscles again.
So here I am, sitting here in front of the camera, perhaps for the last time, with an incredible person named Cadence, who's behind the camera right now, who put all of this together, and I think it's so cool that she did this. You know, it's really a bittersweet moment, I think, because here we are in our last time, our last adventure together, and it really has been a semester filled with adventures, both inside the classroom, but mostly outside the classroom, and that's what makes the S.O.L.E program so special. We're able to learn about ourselves and build the inner courage and the strength and the self-confidence to be authentic and real. Then we can share that with our classmates, and then we can share that with our community, which is incredible. So to be here on the final trip and to be in Clarny Park in this really beautiful, special place for us to be together is amazing. It really helps us to consolidate our experience and allow for us to, in our own bittersweet way, kind of say our goodbyes the S.O.L.E way. So we can sit around our last campfire together and celebrate all of that we've accomplished this year. And I think that's incredible. The gratitude that we have shown each other and the special bonds that we've created through this experience together has been second to none. I'm so proud of everyone in the S.O.L.E program. I think each and every single person has grown in so many different ways. Some it's instant, for others it will be slower, and for others it will even be the tracks that have been laid to allow for that self-discovery to take place down the road. So this has really been an incredible semester, and I love each and every one of you. And it is very bittersweet when we come to these ends. But here we are, and I can't wait to hear what your next adventures are and support them all along the way.
When I was first asked if I wanted to do the documentary, I of course said yes, but I wasn't really ready for what I was about to experience, you know? Being the one that films everything, you really get to see things from a different perspective. You get to see everybody shine even more. During my time here, I feel like I've changed so much. At the beginning of this class, I already thought I knew what I needed to know about the world. I was really stubborn. I didn't really want to listen to anybody else. I had my guard up. It was just me, myself, and I. But hearing other people's perspectives and the way that they see things, the way that they view the world, you know, it just really opened my eyes. Like, you don't need to be in your shell all the time. You could actually be happy and experience things and put yourself out there without being scared of any consequences, even though there is none. Being able to be in this classroom and experience the gifts of everybody has truly made me become a different person. You know, I'm almost getting emotional thinking about this. Like, when I first started, I was such a different person. Like, I judged people. I didn't really want to do anything. Just wanted to bed rot all day. But being out in the nature and being actually forced to do things, it changes you. Being able to watch everybody be real with themselves and with each other is so amazing to see. Like, you don't need to put on a show for anybody. You could just be yourself, and it teaches you that you could be yourself in other situations. That's what it taught me. Thank you to Mr. Dubroy, because, you know, I've struggled a lot throughout this class, and every single time I have, he has been there to, you know, pick me up, help me out, tell me to take a deep breath. Nothing's that serious. So, thank you.
Hannah, at the beginning of the year, I instantly saw you as someone who always wanted to support others and lift them up when they couldn't pick themselves up. But I think through S.O.L.E, you learned to take this time for yourself and kind of give yourself that break, because everyone knows that you need to look after yourself as well. And I think that you gave yourself that time. So, thank you. Porter, at the beginning of this year, I saw you questioning yourself a lot and doubting your abilities a lot. But through S.O.L.E, I feel like you have learned to be more confident in the value that you are to people and how memorable you are in the classroom. You are very authentic and genuine. You literally cannot tell a lie. If you try to be something you're not, you instantly are like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. That is not me. Which is very admirable, so thank you. Ali, you are very talkative, you're very social, and I could see that you genuinely want to get to know people and who they are. And you very much enjoy being talkative and being social. This year, I could see that you wanted to let go of the things that no longer served you in your life and try to be the person who had their stuff together and had it done. And I think you, with the mindset that you have now, you can really go far. So thank you. Cadence. I feel like at the beginning of the semester, you were a little bit more reserved. You stuck with the people you knew, but you wanted to branch out. You wanted that change for yourself, and you became more outgoing in the process. You're extremely loyal. It's hard for you to let people in, but once they're in, you do not let them go anywhere, and you stick by their side forever, which is very valuable. You no longer carry around things that are not useful to you, and I feel like you wanted to bring about that change, and I feel like when others see how much and how far you've come, you create change in them as well. So thank you. Michaela, at the beginning you were kind of quiet, more cautious with how you did things, but I feel like you've become more confident in what you bring to the table and who you are and in your leadership as well. You're not scared to fail, and I feel like you've realized just how valuable you are to the classroom. You are the anchor for everyone, and you care very deeply for everyone here, and you're very considerate, so thank you. Dante, at the beginning of the semester, I found that you were very cautious to make decisions, and I felt that you took your time in anticipating what was going to happen before it even happened. But now I feel like you just say yes to things more because you know that it will benefit you in the long run. And you are a very high achiever. You set very high goals for yourself. And you're always thinking ahead, so thank you. Olivia, at first, you're very quiet and reserved, but throughout S.O.L.E, you've become more open and you've branched out from the normal people that you would normally hang around with. Another thing I noticed about you is that you care deeply for those who you think are isolated out of the group, and you always go after the people who maybe feel at first like they don't fit in, and you are always there to kind of include them and make sure that they feel wanted, so thank you. Kyra, you are so good at overcoming obstacles. You are extremely family orientated, and you're always looking forward. And you're always the first to step up to the plate. You're always the first to lead and be open about that leadership. And I feel like at the beginning of the semester, you were a little bit more cautious to do that. But with everyone's support around you, it enabled you to go farther. So thank you. Henry, I could see that you really wanted to make a change for yourself, and I feel like you did that successfully. You really put in the time and the effort to show up on time and hand in your work and just be there for those that you care about. I feel like in knowing that you had to be there for others, it motivated you to be that change. And it's very admirable, so thank you. Alyssa, you bring so much joy to the classroom, and you really put people at ease with your smile. Not many people can do that. You are such a bright light, and you really take the time to make people feel good, because you want people to be happy. Not many people notice it about you, but I feel like you're very motherly in that sense. And you went from being cautious in who you are to being more outgoing in your leadership and being more forthcoming with your humor, because you are very funny. So thank you. Savannah, you are extremely honest and genuine. From your heart to your mind to your mouth, there is no disconnect in the truth that you tell others and yourself. And your words hold so much weight with other people because you don't give people sweet lies. You only give them the honest truth, which really sticks with people and carries with them because they know how honest and genuine you are with your words. This year, you really wanted to change your outlook on how you went about things in your life, and you wanted to branch out to other people. I could see that you didn't want to stick with the same people and the same things that you always knew, and you wanted to change that for yourself. And I think that you did that successfully. You're very giving, and you love to share your talents with others, so thank you. Parker, at the beginning of the semester, you were kind of closed off, more reserved, but I feel like as time went on, you really learned the value in the quiet and being still and just going off on your own for a bit and just looking around and locking in the memory of being outside and being here with everyone else in S.O.L.E, which is very valuable. I've seen you struggle at times, but you always pick yourself up again and you always keep going. So, thank you. Evan, I feel like you were very quiet at the beginning, but you became very comfortable during the first few trips, and you became more expressive and less cautious, and you really took the time to appreciate things, how they came to you. And when you face challenges in your life, you're able to sort them out in a way where you're able to pick yourself up and just keep going. Ultimately, you always focus on what you can control instead of what you can't. And not many people can do that, so thank you. I'm so happy to be back here again this semester because from being on the other side of the desk, it really gave me a new opportunity to see just how much you guys have all grown and how far you are gonna go with your newfound skills and how much you've learned about each other, but also yourself. So I really hope that all of you take this and apply it even after S.O.L.E.